Hey guys, what is up? BB here, and today I'm going to be starting my Rollercoaster Tycoon series. There are 3 of us in this channel, and this is going to be my main series. We'll be all doing separate series in the channel, but this is going to be my main one. So this is a series of Rollercoaster Tycoon. I intend on doing a video every week or so. So let's begin by creating a new... So I'll show you all my designs just now, and I'll be leaving all my custom designs that I have in this Let's Build series in a video or in the description. I haven't made up my mind yet. So so in here, tracks, I'll be leaving all of these down in the description. Most of them are my custom maps, but a few of them are the default maps. Okay, so we have... everything is doubled just for a backup. I recommend doing that. I've just done that just before. So pretty much all my copies are a backup, just in case some of them get deleted or something happens. So we'll get to that later on, but for now, this is what you start off with, a bunch of land, but you can buy more land and eventually fill up this whole thing. This is just one of the maps. It's probably the most basic map, which is good for this series. So yeah, you start with $10,000 and 0 guests and a 0 like rating, and basically this path comes from nowhere and leads to a park. Right now it's closed, but to start off with, we will just be making a simple ride. I recommend the swinging ship, but for this Let's Build series, you'll all be contributing. If you have any ideas, just tell me and I'll most likely do it. But basically you have an entrance, an exit, and you have to have a queue leading to the entrance, an exit, and a path leading from the exit. So swinging ship 1, I recommend starting off with 70 cents and turn it on, with the green arrow, with the green light. So you press Q and might try to do a simple straight line like that and connect to the path. So now people, if the guests want to go on swinging ship, they can, but there's no path leading from the exit. So simply just do that, and it's not complete yet to be opened because people have no food. So I recommend just starting off with a burger bar. For this first episode, I will be directing it, but in future, it'll be largely contributed by you guys, and most of the decisions will be made by you. So the pressure is on. And one last thing, guests need somewhere to go to the toilet. So you build a toilet. Might build it there. And I like to charge people to go to the toilet, just because if they need to go, then they will go, no matter the cost. So let's turn it on now. We have a drinks stall, a burger bar, sorry for going a bit too fast there, a swinging ship 1, that's the name of that, but we can rename it. Let's call it Voyage, I don't know, but we'll come up with great names later. And the name creating will be up to you guys. Just if you have any ideas, let me know. So it's now free to enter the park, but we will make it $1. And now we have lots of people coming. So because that's the voyage is the only thing that they can do, no matter what, they'll go on it. Because like in my parks where I've got thousands of guests, guest 4 is still in the park, so he's lived in the park for 4 years, which is kind of funny. Oh, no one's gone in it yet. Yeah, so the annoying thing is that they go up the path to the exit and there's nothing there, but we will have stalls along here. And it's also good to, because you get awards for having like the cleanest park or the safest park. So for safe parks, you need security guards. For reliable parks, you need mechanics, and for clean parks, you need handymen. I don't recommend getting handymen until you have a lot of paths to clean, because people vomit after going on rides. So, because a lot of people are coming in, I'm going to bump this up to $3, and we will begin our second ride. So we will have a twist. This is just a slide. Very simple, very easy. So yeah, trees are really annoying. You have to get them out of your way, and it costs money to do so, which is, like I said, really annoying. So for slide 1, we should probably have it about 60 cents. So I recommend having slide 1 and voyage 1 both at 60 cents to start off with, because people don't often like to spend heaps of money at the start, but since there's not much to do, they will. But I wouldn't just go charging like $30 for a ride. I'll be doing heaps of videos on my more successful parks and my more larger parks, making rides and stuff, because I have a really successful park that I now just use to make rides because I have some money on it, and rides obviously take money to build. So now people are going in. It's a lot nicer now that I put those trees in, and people need places to put their rubbish, so you need bins. They're pretty cheap. We'll put one out of the burger bar and one up here. So now, as you can see, we've got 25 guests and we've only spent $2,000. So you will need to pay back the bank for that $10,000 that you started with, but I don't recommend doing that too soon, because there's a reason why you start with $10,000, and that's to get your park good enough to get that money back. Okay, so right now we're going to add in an ice cream stall and make it so that it rotates the right way. 90 cents is a fair price. And we'll make it blue. It looks more like purple. It was purple. Okay. So it's wise to have this rotation, because believe it or not, you can actually see more like this. So if you press on that button there, I'll go through all the buttons. This obviously pauses the game. This is save, and you can also, if you are currently selecting a ride, you can press a custom one, that is, save track design, and it'll save it to that file, to that folder, and that's toggle sound and sound off, zoom out, I believe that's the most you can zoom out, and zoom in. That's as most as you can do it, and that's what I like to keep it as until we've got a huge park. This is rotate, obviously, and this toggles what you can see and what you can't see. So if we take away rides, obviously you can see through the rides, but we don't want that yet. And then this, I don't know what it does yet, but I think it's just fast travel. It goes to that location, but you don't need to use that. If you just right click and drag, then it'll move. So that's to change the landscapes, so you could go up, but it'll cost a lot, so I won't do it just yet. And you can make holes with it to put tunnels through for rides and other things. Wait, we've skipped a few. This one's water. That's pretty obvious. This one's decorations, so like trees and bins. This one is paths and queues. You can make, with that button, make the rides go at the elevated or so elevated paths, which is quite handy. And then this is for rides. So we haven't unlocked all the rides yet. The only fast ride we have is miniature railway, and that's incredibly slow. So, I mean, this is we've got wooden roller coaster and we've got steel mini roller coaster. So I've made a few of these. Those two you start with, but this one I made myself. As you can see, it's quite large, but obviously these ones are quite large as well. So roller coasters normally tend to be large, but now that we've got 53 guests in our park, it's getting a bit crammed. So you need to extend the path somewhere. So I often just like to go out and maybe out here. And here we'll do something a bit cool. We'll go up twice, and then you can go over other paths, which is a great feature, and then we'll go down. And what this will achieve is we can have more people standing in more places, because there's nowhere to stand. What are they going to do? And you need to connect it all, so we'll have this go out a bit further, and then that. So I've got like a little 8 here. We'll have some stalls here, and maybe some trees behind it, because it's good to have trees in it, just so it doesn't look plain. And you can also get an award, I believe, for an environment-friendly park. So now we've only used $3,000, so we haven't used much, and we've got 68 guests already. So for this, I'm going to get another toilet and position it so that it faces that way, and make it 20 cents. And we'll also have you unlock more buildings as you go, but for now we start with these, and sadly you can't make your own buildings, so it's a bit OP. And $1.10. It also tells you what profit you're getting from that price, so that's 80 cents, that's pretty good. And the running cost, which is $49, I believe, for this. Yeah. So it's like food stalls and toilets often take a lot of time to get a lot of profit. Normally it's just a tiny bit because of the running cost. But when you get more people, they need more food, so they often don't wait, and they just get, yeah. So this one I've made. This is one of my custom ones. It's pretty good, but it takes up a lot of room, and it's not exactly like neat or anything. I reckon the best type of roller coaster is Wildcat, because you can have really like complex small ones. So like it could be like a 10-minute ride, but it only takes up a few blocks, which is really good. So we'll have another swinging ship, and we'll put it there. And it's best to keep the path from the exit as small as you can, but the queue as long as you can without taking up too much room. So for the queue, we might like to go out here and then go down here. And for the exit, we'll just simply do that. And that way we can have stalls along there, and then trees there. Or even we could just, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Nothing's here to stay. We can remove and move things as we go. But yeah, 81 guests. We'll end this video, this episode 1, at 100 guests. So yeah, we've progressed quite quickly. Not as quickly as I'd hoped, but it's because I'm doing a tutorial this time, and I've got to show people what I'm doing instead of just doing it. Merry-go-rounds are incredibly bad. No one goes on them. Haunted houses are the worst. No one uses it. But the slide is really popular. So like as you can see, these rides have like no queues. This one does. When we get more guests though, the queues will be really long on all of them. So we could build a little car track, but I think we'll just make one, because it's always fun to make rides, especially in the early episodes. So this is the station, and the more station blocks that you have, the more people can be on the ride at the one time. So that's probably good like that. And we need to turn as quick as we can. Probably not that quick though. That should do. I'm gonna make this a really fun track. We'll go up. Then we'll go back down. and it's just going to be a tiny track, like it's episode 1. This is just kind of to take up room. Bit of a money push, but because as you can see here, we have the ability to position more station platforms, 3 more, so that would mean that we can have a lot more cars on it at one time. So look, that only takes up barely anything, and yet we've got a good ride. So for the entrance, we might like to put it here. It's annoying, but not to worry, we can always just move it over. But we have reached 105 guests, which is a bit over, but not to worry, it's only a little guideline. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Stick out for more content from me or the other YouTubers. Peace out, guys.